Thank you for clicking on the Literacy Volunteers of Harrison County YouTube channel. We are a nonprofit United Way agency, and we provide these videos to you that are both educational and entertaining. So today we're going to look at Health and Wellness Lesson 3, and it's on exercising. So we want to look at, last time we looked at body types and what you should eat for your body type, and now we want to look at how to work out based on those 3 different body types. The first body type is the ectomorph, and people who have this body type usually gravitate towards endurance sports like running, something that you would do for a long period of time, that you would need a lot of energy, that would rely on your ability to have endurance. What you might want to do is to add resistance training. In resistance training we can do 2 ways. You can lift weights or you can use body weighted exercises. And it can help you, and you can build toned, lean muscle mass, and it also lowers your injury risk. When your muscles are stronger and you have more muscle mass and you're lean, you have a lower risk of injury. We're going to look at HIIT, which is H-I-I-T. It stands for High Intensity Interval Training, and it is also effective because it trains you anaerobic cardio systems as well as building muscle. So when we look at, I'm sure you've all heard aerobics, right? If you just take the "an" off of here, you have aerobic exercises. Those are ones that use oxygen. That's what aerobic means. When we go anaerobic, we're going to a step farther, and you're looking at working out without oxygen or in an oxygen deprived state. And so I will explain to you what that means here in a few moments. The second type is the mesomorph, and they tend to build muscle easily, and they do sports that require quick bursts of energy. They also need strength, and power tend to come easily to them, right? So like a 50-yard dash or a 100-yard dash, something that you would have to use a quick burst of energy. But sometimes they hit fitness plateaus, meaning you get to a certain point and you can't get beyond that. Maybe you can do the 50-yard dash in so many seconds, and you keep trying and trying, but you can't break that time. So what happens is, here you might want to change your workouts up. Vary your workouts in intensity, and also change the workout routines every few months so that you can avoid those plateaus. You might do, if you're running every day and you hit a plateau, then you might want to add in some HIIT workouts or resistance training or different things. And then endomorph, we also want to add HIIT workouts to their training routine because you can increase your stamina and your endurance, and it stimulates fat burning. So those are, if we're looking at working out to lose fat, lose weight, then we would want to do that type of workout. And in the HIIT workouts, the fat burning continues for hours even after you stop working out. So you might get so many calories, 500 calories during this workout, but later in the day, your body will go to those fat stores to burn them for energy, and you'll even burn more calories. So what is HIIT? I told you it was high intensity interval training, but it's a cardio session, and what it does, it's arranged in these short little bursts of very hard work. And so the point is to keep the intensity of the cardio at near the maximum amount that you can endure, because this sends you, I told you a little bit, into that anaerobic capacity, and in order to qualify as true HIIT, you need to push yourself to the max during every set. So if we're doing jumping lunges, or we're doing even jumping jacks, every time and every set we do, we want to keep almost to as much as you can possibly do. We usually have sets that are between 20 and 90 seconds. 90 seconds is a long time. You try to do jumping lunges for 90 seconds, it's very difficult. And you're working, if you work your hardest, it boosts your endurance, it increases our metabolism, it regulates our insulin levels, and helps us to lose body fat. We talked a little bit about insulin resistance in the video on whole foods. Insulin is the hormone in your blood that regulates blood sugar. And so that's why we want to keep those levels low. You don't want to have high amounts of sugar in your blood. They're more effective at getting shredded than other cardio workouts. If you just want to lose weight, they're good for that. But if you want to look shredded like you see those fitness models on TV, then we might want to do some of these workouts because they would help us with that. To help gauge whether we're working hard enough, you have to use a certain scale, and it's called the rate of perceived exhaustion. And if you're reading about this, you might just see RPE. And perceived exhaustion is you. How do you feel? How hard you're working doing this? How high is your heart rate? It describes the effort on a level of 1 to 10. So what we want to do A 1 would be just you and I standing here talking. A 5 would be like you're straining a little bit to talk. I'm walking on a treadmill, but I can still converse with you. And then a 10 is all out. You're giving it everything you can to the very maximum. You don't think you could do one more set in that amount of time. So HIIT intervals need to be close to the max to burn our calories both during and after our workouts. And then the thing that's called post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC, you might see it, that's the term that people use to see how many calories you burn after, how much oxygen after your workout. All right, so I wanted to look at a few benefits of exercise, not just types of exercise, because exercise benefits both your body and your mind. First, let's define exercise. We always need to know a definition of what we're talking about. Any movement that makes your muscles work and requires your body to burn calories, right? That's what your body does. Everything, when you look at the grocery store, on the back of it, it'll tell you how many calories. And then some people can figure out how long they need to work out to burn that amount of calories, right? So our 9 benefits of regular exercise. 1, it can make you feel happier. It produces changes in your brain, and those are those neurotransmitters that we talked about in one of the anatomy videos that regulate your stress and your anxiety, and it increases your brain sensitivity to these. And serotonin and norepinephrine are the 2 that we most talk about, and they release into your brain, and those also help relieve depression. So if you're exercising and you get more of these neurotransmitters in your brain, then it relieves depression. It also produces endorphins, and endorphins help positive feelings, and they reduce perceptions of pain. You always hear the runners hit the wall, or then you get a runner's high. Once you go past that, your body starts producing endorphins, and you don't feel the pain as much. That's something that's produced during labor for women that produce endorphins to help with the pain. And so, number 2, it can help with weight loss. If weight loss is your goal, your body spends energy in these 3 types of ways. Just being alive. 1, digesting food. You spend a lot of energy doing that. 2, exercising. And 3, just maintaining your body functions. Breathing, your heartbeat. It has to expend so much energy to keep your heart beating, right? So regular exercise increases your metabolic rate, and it'll burn more calories and help you lose weight. And we want to combine our aerobic exercise with our resistance training for a maximum fat loss and to maintain muscle mass, because your muscle will help you to burn fat, right, and burn more calories than other things. And you notice I underline regular, and I did this in several instances because you can't just exercise one day and you're fit. You have to maintain that. You have to have, we talked about regular amounts of exercise last time. Number 3, it's good for your muscles and your bones. It releases those hormones, and those help promote the ability of your muscles to absorb things called amino acids. And a lot of times people talk about that now if you're looking into fitness. Amino acids are little tiny molecules that hook together to give us proteins. And everybody knows protein, right? Beef and chicken and all those proteins. And we need those. That's what helps our muscles grow. So when you lift weights and the next day you're sore, or you run, 2 things: lactic acid buildup, which is usually, a byproduct of cellular metabolism, and amino acids helping. You have to tear your muscles down before you can build them back up. So then those amino acids are helping. Number 4, it increases your energy level. So we want to make that a habit to help fight fatigue. If you feel particularly tired, either like later in the day, maybe go for a walk after dinner, or do something to get your heart rate up to help to fight your fatigue. Number 5, it can reduce your risk of chronic disease. When we talk about chronic means it occurs all the time. If you have an acute disease, you go to the hospital, you had a heart attack, you come back out, that's acute. Chronic is something you deal with every day, fibromyalgia, things like that. So a lack of regular activity is the primary cause of chronic disease, and it leads to significant increases in the amount of fat that you carry in your abdomen, and it raises the risk of type 2 diabetes and early death. So regular exercise has been shown to improve our insulin sensitivity and our cardiovascular fitness. It also helps with your body composition. You want to have more muscle, less fat in your body. And it helps to decrease your blood pressure and the amount of fat that's in your blood, right? Number 6, it helps with your skin. Skin is affected by that oxidative stress in your body. We talked a little bit about free radicals and that oxidative stress that's on the cells in your body. So when our body's antioxidant defense can't repair those cells, the damage that's done to those, then those free radicals attack them. So we want to have regular, again, I underline regular, increase your body's production of natural antioxidants, which protect your cells. It also increases the blood flow and the blood flow to your skin. It induces skin adaptations that can help delay the appearance of aging. And let's look at the last 3. Number 7, it helps your brain health and your memory. Increasing your heart rate gets a lot of blood to flow to your brain, right? And that increases the oxygen amount, into your brain. So it's been shown to cause this part of your brain called the hippocampus, and that is vital for memory and learning, and it will grow in size for the more oxygen that you get to your brain. Number 8, it helps with relaxation and sleep. So if you exerted a lot of energy today and you've depleted a lot of your energy, and then when you go to sleep, you kind of replenish that. It stimulates that recuperative processes during sleep to help your body. Also, an increase in body temperature will improve quality sleep. And the last thing, it can help reduce pain. It keeps your joints moving, which helps with diseases like arthritis, inflammation of the joints. And it helps keep your muscles very strong. Increased movement and exercise work to calm down the overactivated or excited nerves. Usually chronic pain is caused by the overexcitation of nerves. We may have too much of that in the synapse, which gives you that electrical impulse all the time, and it causes that your body perceives that as pain. So if you exercise, it can help you to reduce that amount of pain. All right, so be looking for some exercise videos. I'm going to come out with those before we tackle the next topic. And we would like to thank you for clicking on our videos. And please like, share, and subscribe.